live.
Let me get some coffee.
Again? Coffee in a glass bottle.
Yeah, it's glass, bro. That's why it cut me. I'm a fiend, bro. We live?
That looks like chloroform.
Chlorophyll? Chloroform.
Hey, you think chloroform smells good?
Enlighten me on what chloroform is.
It's the stuff that they put over your hand when they like make you pass out. You know what they put on the rag?
Oh, I thought I'm thinking chlorophyll, like the shit that the girls drink, the vegan girls drink.
No.
Oh, I don't know.
Chloroform.
Chloroform. What's up, bro?
What's cracking?
Anyways, yeah. How you doing, man?
Good, bro. How you doing?
Good. Angel TFC.
Yeah.
Appreciate you coming through, man. I was looking forward to this.
Sound effect. Claps.
Crowd goes wild. What were we talking about earlier? Oh, that fresh ass lineup you got.
No facts, yeah. Shout out my barber, Martin.
Hello.
Over there at High Rollers.
Bro, I might have to cheat on my barber, man.
Hey, look, I was about to. I was about to cheat on my barber, yeah.
Don't do that, bro. He would have been salty.
I haven't cheated on him, but he be booked, bro.
Yeah.
He be hella booked, because he's nice with it, I mean.
Yeah,
he's had his spot for a minute.
Where's the shop at?
On Sahara and Maryland Parkway.
Oh, okay.
Or
right down the street.
Charleston and Maryland Parkway.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man. I don't trust too many people in my head, bro. Only two people have cut my hair in the last 10 years, probably.
Same. Exactly. Same exact way.
Man, that's what's up. So what you been up to, man? You been busy working?
Hell yeah.
Junxion Studio.
Junxion Sound.
Junxion Sound, yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro. We finally got it together.
Yeah, how's it feel to be over there?
Stupid tight, you know, just the fact, especially I feel like it's crazier because like we was there from like, you know, the beginning, you know, like when it was just nothing, you know, we just did a bunch of stuff, you know, and it's just crazy like we're in there like doing what we said we were going to be doing like a couple months ago, you know, as far as like all the artists coming through and just everybody. The coolest part to me is the fact that multiple people can be in there creating at the same time and like without having to worry about like noise, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I know that struggle. Like having neighbors and shit complaining.
Not even that, but I mean like within the same studios because we did some stuff with like the insulation and stuff.
Dawson was saying you guys
like sound treatment.
Yeah.
Like you know that, so there's no sound leaking through the walls.
Oh,
and stuff
okay.
One thing we recently found out though, like a week ago maybe, Dawson was mixing in the A room, which is on the far side, and then we have the B room. You know, they're on opposite sides of the unit. And he was like, "You hear that?" And you could hear the music from the B room come through like one of the vents.
Oh shit!
But it's very very quiet, you know.
But still,
But it was
as an engineer, it's probably gonna bug you.
Probably him. I was just like, it's whatever. You know, he heard it, and I was just like, well, you know. But
he heard it through the track.
Through the no.
Oh, just in
like
the moment?
while he was mixing, I think.
Yeah,
while he was mixing, he just heard it. I just thought it was funny.
Damn.
But
yeah, he's probably got like a hypersensitive ear.
Probably something like a dog.
Yeah, he said.
I'm not saying he's a dog, but
Dawson the dog.
That's the first thing I can think of. They got hypersensitive ears.
Yeah. What so yeah, he said you guys built it out, like built out the extra studios and shit.
Yeah, hell yeah, you know, like, cause it was only like 2 rooms and we put up a wall, you know. Shout out my uncles, they hella helped us, like, cause my uncle like he's in construction and stuff like that, so he helped us get it stuff for like wholesale, you know, and stuff like that. And aside from that, just doing it, you know, aside from like price-wise, just doing it, you know, because when me and Dawson, like, we was talking about it at first when he was like, yeah, we're gonna get this spot, like, we'll just put up a wall here and just like as if it was easy, bro, you know. And like once we started doing it, was like, damn, bro, like we wouldn't have had my uncles, like,
that shit wouldn't happen.
Hell no, like even like little stuff we would have trouble with, like I can't even think about it, just like little things here and there was just like, damn, you know.
Yeah, it's good to have. Yeah, it's good to have a motherfucker around you that can build some shit.
Nah, facts.
For real.
That's why you gotta have Mexicans around.
For real. Hey, you said it, not me, bro.
I can say I'm Mexican. I can say it.
Yeah, a whole bunch of like Mexican jokes went through my head as you were talking, and then I was like, you know, like white people we were kind of on the.
Nah,
you know
I'll give you the pass.
Okay, cool.
Just for the next hour.
You know what? I never met my real dad, but supposedly he was from Peru, so you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I like to claim that when I feel like I need a pass.
For real.
Yeah.
It's definitely a card you could pull out.
But I just look white, so I don't know if it'll work. You know what I'm saying? But what was I gonna say? Can you talk into the mic a little bit more?
My fault.
Yeah.
Is it really?
No, it's just cause like Urana, man, like she's soft spoken already, and then she was like this far away from the mic, and then when the audio came back, it was like, damn, it was real hard to hear what she was saying. Yeah. But you guys got like a fucking like collective, almost damn near like a music label over there, huh?
Almost, kind of like that's ultimately the goal. Like we've definitely talked about it, you know, just aside from music, just what Junxion Sound could be as a company, you know, because like you had like music is just like the money you make from music, it's like really minute, you know, like artists, for example, like the money that they make from their actual music is like very little to whereas like shows and merch, you know, that's where all the bread is, you know. So we've always talked about, you know, we still love the music, you know, but we obviously want to like make money and stuff off of it. But
for sure,
definitely the label is like a thing in the talk, you know. We have our own little group, me, Tees, you know, the artists that I work with, you know, Lena Dre, Kenny, Jaden, you know what I mean? So it's fire.
So how'd you come about working with these artists? Because there's been a hell of artists coming up in the city.
I don't even, to be honest with you, I don't even know, bro. Like, it just
like
happened.
Organically.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy. It just happened. Like, I've only really been at it for like a year, bro, to be honest with you.
Engineering?
And producing for 2.
Yeah.
Like, seriously. Because, like, it was funny the way, like, me and Dawson came about because originally, like, I was trying to be, like, an intern / like, you know, because I was working with the Audibles. And DJ told me, he's like, yo, bro, like, you gotta wear multiple hats, you know, and he was like, you should learn how to track, you know, for if you ever want to work with us, we need somebody to track, like, jazz or something like that. I was like, for sure, you know. So first thing, the only engineer I really knew was Dawson, so I was like, yo, if you ever, it's crazy because, like, a couple of weeks ago, I went back to the DMs, and I was like, yo, if you ever need anybody to track the Dreamers, you remember them? I'm saying you remember them like they all gone, but like their collective of Dreamers. It was like,
out here?
It was like Mac, Chels.
Oh,
Tees,
yeah,
Ray,
okay,
you know what I mean? When they were having their shows and stuff like that.
At the Hard Rock.
Yeah, so I was like, yo, if you ever need anybody to track the Dreamers, let me know. And he's like, yeah, I'll let you know.
And did you have any like prior relationship with Dawson?
No. I mean, we had known of each other, you know, but we wasn't really like that. And then one day, then I think like the next day or the day after, he was like, can anybody come help me like hang up some panels or stuff at the studio? And I was like, yo, I got you, you know. And then I went, and then we just chopped it up, and then he kind of like took me under his wing, brought me in like a couple sessions, just taught me how to do little stuff here and there, and then I just started booking my own clients and stuff like that.
That's dope, bro. That's how it happens. Like, you were like humble enough to just like help him out with some panels on the wall, and then look what that led to.
Facts. No, that's just with anybody though. You know, you gotta be humble. Like, ego is just like out the window.
Yeah, you come across that a lot.
Kind of, you know, especially like as an engineer, you know, like there's that rapper ego and stuff like that, like.
Which I think rappers need a little bit of ego. If you're an artist, I think if you're gonna do anything, if you're gonna be great at anything, I think you have to have some kind of.
I feel like there's a very fine line though between ego and confidence. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because like, I feel like ego is kind of more emotional, and then like confidence is more on the like logical side of things. Yeah. You know. But I definitely do come encounter with it, but I'm not really tripping about it because, like, it'll be mostly when I, like, make, like, recommendations, like, oh, you should say this bar like this, or you should come at it this way, and they're like, nah, don't tell me how to rep it. I'm just like, for sure, bro, I'll just be like, for sure, bro, you pay me anyway, so I'm not really tripping, you know? Do you think I was just giving you advice, you know what I mean? So
that sucks, though, because that type of shit, that type of attitude can kill, like, a creative session, you know?
I mean, it could only kill it if it clashes with something, so that's why I'd step down. Because like as an engineer, you need to learn how to like read the room and direct where the room is going in order to like be able to make music happen. You know what I mean? Because it's all about emotions and stuff like that that gets like transmitted into the music. You know what I mean? So I just be like, yeah, for sure. I'm not tripping.
Yeah, because I mean, even though you're engineering and you're not like you didn't produce a song maybe, or you're not songwriting, you're still working on the song.
No, yeah, definitely.
You know. I remember when I tried to be a rapper, man. I was going to Gas. Gas, you know King Gas? So he's a producer, engineer out here. I'll introduce you to him. He's dope. He's dope as fuck. He's worked with some people, and I was just like, man, tell me what the fuck to do. You know what I'm saying? Because I think a lot of artists, especially you like maybe you like 2-3 years into it, or even a year, you know, a lot of the local artists or up and coming artists like. You know, there's structure that needs to be had in the song and even in the studio session. So you know,
even down to like little stuff like you know like stuff should be like an even number of bars like 6, 8, 12. You know, because if you end on the 7th bar and then you bring in a hook or you bring in a bridge, like even that alone just feels weird. And like I feel like people that listen to music, they don't necessarily know why it feels off to them, but it feels off to them. You know. It's like a subconscious thing. Probably because like they've heard so many songs structured with even bars. So when they hear something, they're just like, and then that, you know, can make people not want to listen to it, or I don't know.
That's weird, huh? It's like a weird psyche. It's like or not a psyche, but it's like a weird like thing in your brain that subconsciously recognizes like mathematical like
or just anything.
Yeah.
You know, I firmly believe like you have to really tap into your subconscious to like get the most out of like how you go about your day, you know, because like we only use, you know, that 30% of your brain type of, you know what they say, so that's what we like consciously use, but I feel like the other 70% leaves space to like for your subconscious, you know, so it's something that I've been trying to like tap into, you know, but it's hard because it's obviously your subconscious, but like even like little stuff like if I forget something, but the first thing that comes to my mind, I know that's like my subconscious trying to remind me. So I'll usually go with my gut and just think that like if it's like a number or like a dollar amount for me to buy something or an address or a certain turn, you know, and usually it's right. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah, I feel you. If you're able to access that or get in touch with that just a little bit, just a little bit, bro.
Because there's like think about like the jobs that our subconscious is doing. Like it's keeping us alive. You know, like our brain or everything that's involuntary is our subconscious that's like doing that, which is crazy. You know, human body's crazy.
It is crazy. I try to, because I think we're such visual people, especially men. We're so visual that I like to close my eyes sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Like or
just like when I'm stuck on a decision and I can't make a decision, I just close my eyes and then I just get clarity.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
It's crazy. Or I kind of do the same thing, but I close my eyes like as far as like I don't pay attention to what I'm looking at, you know, which in turn leaves us to like looking up, you know. I'll just be like this and like I'll be looking that way, just not even paying attention to what I'm looking at, which is kind of the same thing as closing your eyes. You know, you just I don't know, it's just crazy.
Yeah, you know what's funny is I hate listening to my podcast. I hate listening to myself. I can't do it. And I don't see like people say when I say that, people are like, you don't listen to your own shit. I'm like, I was there, motherfucker. You know what I mean? I know what we talked about. But when I watched a couple videos and just like parts of them, and I look up a lot, bro. Like when I'm getting ready, when a thought's going on, when a thought's ready to come out of my mouth, my eyes go up. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
It's so crazy, like the subconscious stuff we do, because like I forgot who. I think it was my government teacher in like high school. He's like going around asking us questions, and he'll tell us like, nope, that's a lie. But you have to answer quick, and it's like depending on what side you look when you think, it's if it's a lie or not. You know, like he would ask us like, okay, what's your birthday? And we would tell us, but it has to be quick, you know, like instantaneous. You can't think of it. And if you, like I said, if you look this way, it might be the truth, and if you look this way, it's like a lie or something like that. And every one of them, he was right. He's like, nope, fake. Nope, that's true. That's true. That's true. Yeah, it's crazy. I forgot what side it is exactly, but yeah.
Damn. So that's good to know if I ever need a lie, like to the police or something. I remember one time. No, I'm not gonna get into that story, but I'm like, damn, I probably snitched on myself. But so how'd you back to the music though? How'd you get linked up with the Audibles?
What's crazy is one of my uncle's friends. His name is Donut. Shout out Donut. He was tight with DJ like way back, like they used to like stay together. I think I'm not sure. I'm not too sure. But anyways, Donut and DJ are tight from like way back, bro. And my uncle was tight with DJ, you know, and he seen that I was like trying to do something, you know, so he talked it, you know. He linked me up with them, and I was able to go to a couple of their sessions, you know, and just, you know, even like the couple sessions that I went to, even I was just a fly on the wall kind of thing, like, because at the time I was in engineering, you know, and I was barely getting into producing, but I picked up a lot off of just those 2 or 3 sessions that I was with them, you know. And then the biggest thing that DJ told me, which to this day I carry, is like, he told me, he's like, bro, go watch the Defiant ones. He's like, go watch the Defiant ones. It'll change your life. Yeah. And I went and I watched it. I was like, damn, bro. And to this day, like, I'll try to watch it like every month, every 2 months, you know, like, you know, because like you watch it, and every time I watch it, I get something new from it, which I feel like, because I'm in a different stage, like, as far as my career-wise, to where like I can relate to something else that I didn't pick up back then. You know? And it's a fire to anybody watching, bro. Watch the Defiant ones. Even if you don't make music, bro. Even if, you know, if you're doing business, you know, like you have Jimmy Iovine to relate to. And I just feel like for people our age, to go and watch that, like, you can really grasp from both sides as far as, like, the music side from, like, Dr. Dre, you know, because they give his side, and then Jimmy Iovine because he's a crazy businessman, you know, just, like, getting to work with Apple, you know, like, that's insane.
Bro, I can't believe that documentary is, like, kind of forgotten about, bro. I'm so happy you brought that up, bro.
Nah, hell no, bro.
I gotta revisit that shit.
I be telling everybody.
It was,
like, bro,
yeah,
go watch it.
Yeah. When it came out, I just remember how good it was.
Bro, it's so good. Yeah. And even like aside from the content, but like how it's shot, you know, like there's this part where like they're talking about like how Interscope had this crazy like couple years where they had like Marilyn Manson, Tupac, the stuff that Snoop Dogg was dealing with like all their cases in jail. Yeah. And it's like a 2-minute montage of just a bunch of clips, you know, and like people from the government, you know, obviously how they were against rap music and rock music, you know, and behind it is like playing Beautiful People by Marilyn Manson, you know, it's like, oh, the beautiful people. And it's like, but then you see Tupac like hanging out a car, but to like Marilyn Manson, it's crazy.
What a
bro.
Crazy time, bro.
That documentary is crazy, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna revisit that. So what did you learn though in those sessions? Like,
see, that's what's
what
crazy.
was your
like,
experience like?
I can't even tell you what I learned. I just know that like I came back, I was like, damn, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I feel like a lot of it was just being inspired too, you know, like
because those motherfuckers are major, bro.
Hell yeah, that was the first time that I went to like a big studio. They took me to the Palms, you know.
Is that like their home studio?
Now I think it's the A Room.
Oh, okay.
Now I think it's the A Room. I mean, the A Room Studios and Hideout, you know. Okay. But I had went with them and worked with they were working with Jeremy Elliott, you know, one of Pooh Bear's artists. I feel like that they're working with now, and we worked on a couple songs and stuff like that. And it was just cool, you know, to be in a big environment just to see
professionals at work.
Yeah, professionals. I feel like that's the craziest thing to me. Like aside from music, just people that are professionals at what they do. Like it just intrigues me. Like even down to like when we were building the studio, like we had an electrician come in, or like some people like mud the wall and stuff like that, and it's crazy because like we were trying to do it, and it's just like and they'll just come in, they'll look at it, they'll be like, for sure we need this. They come back, finish it in an hour, and I'm just like, bro, that's crazy, you know. Just anybody that's a professional, I feel like it's crazy, you know, just watching them work. You know? I feel like that's fire.
You're so much more effective when you're like that, and I bet you like artists and it could be so easy to be unprofessional in the music game.
No, hell yeah. Yeah. But I mean, I don't know.
Dude, are artists, do you work with some artists and you're like, bro, like, you are so fucking unprofessional, dude? Like,
I feel like the most unprofessional thing, and it's like the biggest thing I feel like is unprofessional, is like, especially in like the music industry, you know, like it's just being punctual. I feel like is the biggest thing.
Being on time. Rappers love to be late, man.
There's so many things that you could be that you could consider for real. There's so many things that you could consider like unprofessional. But that's not unprofessional. Like when I went to go work with the Audibles, Jeremy Elliott, you know, like he had his shoes off, you know, he felt free, you know, and stuff like that. I think he had his socks off as well, which, and like if you happen to see this, I'm not tripping about it, you know, but it's just cool to see like that might be unprofessional to somebody,
in
but
some worlds,
it's a creative process to somebody else. You know what I mean? But the only thing that I take no excuses for is just being on time, bro. Like, like there's a bunch of Instagram posts that people put on the story where it's like, it's the only thing that doesn't require any talent. It's just be on time. You know what I mean?
For real.
But
I think we've all struggled with that.
Facts.
Or just communicate. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Don't just pull up 15 minutes late unannounced, bro.
That's my biggest thing. Like if I'm gonna be late, I'm gonna tell you. Like I'd rather overshoot and tell somebody I'm gonna take 45 minutes and then get there in 30 than tell them I'm gonna be there in 25 and be there in 30. You know what I mean? It's just a mental thing. I don't know. I feel like it.
Yeah, I mean, you showed up 30 minutes early here. I appreciate that, man. I mean, usually I'm late to my own shit, man. Fuck. But
I'd be late too, though. You know. Like,
yeah, I mean, I communicate though because I know I don't know, man. It's just I wish for these reasons I wish I would have went to the military. Just to straighten my ass up when I was like 19, 18.
What's crazy is I wanted to go to the military.
Yeah, I still think about it sometimes.
Like a year ago, maybe. Yeah. Like I wasn't even thinking about music. Like it was dumb. It was dumb because I went to jail for like bench warrants, where like the smallest thing. But it was funny because and I'm gonna come back to the military. You know, it's a big arc. But Cause I had got locked up for like bench warrants. Like I had like 8 bench warrants or something like that. Bro, it was dumb.
I know, it's like $300 each to get the motherfuckers out of it.
Not even that, bro. But some of them were tickets for like driving without insurance. I had 2 tickets to driving without insurance, so that was 2 racks. That was 2 racks off rip, you know, and plus all my other speeding and then whatever, bro. I had 8 tickets.
How long did they sit you down for?
See, that's the thing. So I had warrants in different counties. I had some in Clark County. I had some in the city of Nevada, or city Nevada.
Yeah.
City of Las Vegas. In Henderson, I had a ticket, and then I had one in Tonopah because I was coming from Reno, and I got a ticket on the way here.
Bro, you're an outlaw, bro.
I never took care of. So I got caught, and they're like, yeah, you know, you have 8 warrants. I was like, yeah, bro, whatever. And then they locked me up, and they took me to CCDC, worst jail. Out of the 4 jails that I went to. Worst one. So whatever I get
downtown, right?
Huh?
Downtown?
Yeah. So whatever I get OR'd, and like after a day or 2, whatever. But then they're like, wait, we got a hold on you for Henderson City. So they sent me to Henderson City, and then I was there for like a day or 2, and then they took me back to CCDC for like a day, and then they sent me to like Tonopah to see a judge to get OR'd, and then they sent me to Pahrump because they wanted to give me time served for that warrant. So I was in Pahrump jail for like a week, and then that's where I got released. So it was like 10 days or something like that, you know. But I was like,
you just moving around and shit.
For real, but I thought I was like, damn, my life is over. This is
How old were you?
This was a year or 2 ago.
Oh, for real?
I'm telling you, bro. It was kind of silly looking back at it, bro. Like that's why I was like, damn, bro. Like I really got to straighten up and go to the military because you know, like my uncle was in the military, so he was like,
that shit had you thinking about your whole life.
I was like, man, I can't believe I messed up this bad. And then I just got out and just really put in work here, you know what I mean? But looking back at it, it is funny, you know, because I thought about being in the military and stuff like that.
Yeah, damn. I never been in jail, bro.
I thought you said you, no?
What? Been in jail?
No.
The Army. I thought about going to the Army, to the military, but not. Oh, you talking about the earlier, the snitch on myself. Yeah. Oh, no, that's a different story I can tell you off camera. But,
if you ever get locked up, bro, I don't know, bro, just don't go to CCDC. No. CCDC is the worst, bro.
I live in Henderson now.
Give you, bro, Pahrump, it was like it was a cool jail. It didn't even feel like I was in jail because like they separate you into groups like on like what your offenses are. So I was in there with like a bunch of people that just had bench warrants. There's this one dude that just comes to jail on the weekends and like leaves and then comes back every weekend and stuff like that. Into that. And like
Jeffrey Epstein shit.
For real. And like the slides that they give you there are comfortable and the food that they give you there is way better. But like CCDC, bro,
they don't give a fuck.
The slides feel like
that shit's probably overcrowded and everything,
like, for that too, bro. And the holding cell where they keep you before they even book you, it's like 40 degrees in there.
Damn.
It's freezing in there, bro.
Yeah,
worst jail ever.
I paid a couple visits down there. They don't even do in-person visits. The inmate goes in. Nobody visited you?
Nah. I wasn't. That's what's crazy. I wasn't even in the system long enough. Like I was in the holding cells longer than I was booked. So like people couldn't even put money on my books. I couldn't even get I could barely get a hold of people, you know, until I got officially booked, you know. So like nobody knew where I was for like 2-3 days, bro, because you can't look me up because I'm not booked, you know.
Right.
And like for the 6 hours that I was booked, you know, it just probably nobody looked. And then by that time I was already out at the next jail.
Damn.
Yeah, it was.
Well, that sucks.
Some people was like, "Hey, let me put money on your books, though," and I was like, "I don't even think I have books to put money on or something like that." So,
damn. So,
it was funny though.
So you got out and you went hard.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm never going back.
For real.
I'm never going. I ain't going back.
And you know how that statistic is, like, if you go to jail, like the chances of you going back to jail is like multiplied by whatever. And that was always in my head. You know, while I was in there, I was like, dang. But like I said, looking back, it is funny because I was tripping over like bench warrants.
It could have been a lot worse, bro.
Yeah,
could have been a lot worse. Well, we're happy you're free.
Facts, for a free Angel. People sitting free Angel for like. It's funny.
So where was so you started with Dawson over at the old Junxion
yeah,
sound?
at not the one
on Spring Mountain,
not
Decatur, right?
Not that one. I met him there actually.
Okay.
But I was with AR. I went there and I met him there. He doesn't even remember it. I remember it though. And I was like, yeah, bro, I met you, whatever. But where we started working together was at the one that was at 1800 Industrial, our old spot. Before this one that we just moved into.
It's at the same building, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But we was just downstairs.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Not in Surreal's spot, right?
Mm-mm.
No?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. No. Really? He was over there? Yeah. Oh, he was over there. Oh, okay, I remember.
There's a little hallway in the middle downstairs.
Yeah.
Surreal's all the way at the right, I think.
Yeah, on the right. Yeah, on the bottom right.
Offices.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I literally just started working with him there, and it was.
And the synergy was just there.
Yeah, it just happened.
Yeah. How do you and AR know each other?
Me and AR is like brother. That's my brother, bro.
Yeah,
I feel like.
Shout out AR.
This big shout out
AR. What's up, man?
He actually really looks like my half brother too. It's really funny. It's so weird.
Kinda.
I
mean,
no, like I have a half brother.
Oh.
And they look like twins. Okay. I have a half brother and they look like twins.
Oh, for real?
It's like identical.
That's funny as fuck.
But I met him back together? Like through like Richie Rose. Okay. Shout out Richie. You know, like
shout out Richie too.
I was friends with them first, and then Arnold came around, bro. And me and Arnold like super clicked. You know, like there was this time when like me and him were like with each other like every day, just you know.
Hell yeah. Did he inspire you to get into music?
He just inspired me to like hustle more. You know what I mean? Cause like I'm not.
He's professional. AR is professional as fuck.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like 2 years ago, you know, before I really started going hard, I was entitled, bro, because you know, like I always grew up like everybody telling me like, oh, you're talented, you're smart, whatever, you know. So like that was the entitlement in me, like, oh, like it's just gonna happen to me, whatever.
Yeah.
I got rid of that, you know what I mean? And shout out AR, cause he really helped me just feel like. He helped me felt unproductive when I wasn't doing nothing. Like, I feel like I didn't really notice it before, you know, but being with him, like, every day we was just doing something regardless. Even if it wasn't making us money, but we was doing something to get out of the house and creative juices or whatever, bro.
Yeah.
And he took me on my first tour, you know. I went with him on tour with Blue Lotus Entertainment, bro. We went from, like, here all the way up to, like, what was it? We drove up Cali, up into Oregon, came down to Reno.
So fun, huh?
It was tight. It was tight, you know. Like we even like slept in his car, bro, and like that's cool to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, those are the times you're gonna look back in like 10 years.
Hell yeah, like that was cool to me. The fact like some nights that we had to sleep in the car, and I was like, I wasn't tripping about it because like we're doing what we want to do, you know. And I mean, granted, I was just tagging along, you know, but he was DJing and.
Yeah, but you got to. It's probably. It was more than tagging along. I mean, you got to see it, you got to feel it, you know, you got to be a part of the process.
Facts. You know, and obviously I was helping him out, like drive here and there, or like, you know, helping up, set up, take stuff down, and stuff like that. But that was fun, bro. I think it was last year around this time, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, AR is super professional. He's like just somebody you want around you.
Hell yeah. Not even like work related, just as a friend. You know what I mean? Like he's just super positive,
super
you know,
supportive.
He got me out of a lot of bad habits, like as far as like personality traits and stuff like that, and like how to.
So where did that come from? Like you being entitled. Like where did you just?
From a kid, bro. Like
the girls filling up your head, man, or what?
Not even that, but just like myself, because like. Damn, people are gonna take this the wrong way, but I was always better at stuff than a lot of people from a kid. You know what I mean? I learned the piano at the age of 5 by myself with no teacher. Then like they saw that I was like musically inclined. You know what I mean? So like my dad, he put me in like he took me to like one of his homies that knows how to play guitar, or he's a music teacher, and he showed me how to play guitar. I picked that up. I picked the bass up before that. Then I picked up the drums. Then I went to Mexico, picked up the trumpet, clarinet, you know what I mean? So
I didn't know you play all these instruments.
Yeah, so I always just learned stuff hella quick. And even like aside from that, like I was just always really smart in school. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
so you learn music hella quick, or just anything?
Anything.
Yeah.
Anything. Yeah. I pick up on stuff hella quick, you know, and even from school, like I was always better than people, and I wouldn't even have to try. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, and I was
You're one of those kids, huh?
Yeah, bro. And because of that, like it's cool, you know, to have, but it sucked because like I said, it brought me up very entitled. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, even like before I started doing music, you know, I wanted to go to college, you know, in high school. I was breezing by high school, you know what I mean? Like, I was in AP classes, honor classes, and I wasn't even trying. Yeah. And because of that, I was like, yeah, I'm going to just do college like this, and I'm going to just go through life like this because of whatever, you know what I mean?
Because that's all you knew up until then.
Yeah, facts. Nothing really challenged me. And then, you know, getting in the industry, you get challenged and stuff like that. And, like, that saying, you know, hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard is like a very true saying, because I was going to be in that pocket, you know what I mean? And I don't know, I'm glad I got out of it, you know what I mean? And then it made me realize like how entitled a lot of other people are, you know? And I feel like
they're delusional.
And I feel like that's just with I feel like it's just Americans as a whole.
Oh
you know
my
what I mean?
God,
Like our
bro.
country is very entitled to like a lot of
Oh
things.
my
You know?
God.
And like
We have
the
too
younger
much
generation,
freedom.
our younger generation, like people my age, you know, like super
Yeah.
very entitled. You know what I mean?
How old are you?
22.
You're
20
22?
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't know you was that young.
Damn, is that bad?
No, I didn't know you was that young.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the
22.
mustache, bro.
Probably.
It's the mustache. No, I'm 29, so I don't like. I don't really. I never think about people's age, but then like when somebody tells me like Abu is up here, he was like, yeah, bro, I'm 24. I was like, damn. I just think of myself when I was 24. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like it's cool to see people like I don't know. I think it's interesting to think about how everybody's journey is a little bit different. Like we all know each other, but everybody's journey is a little bit different, a little bit faster, a little bit slower. So it's cool. It's that's good. You're 22, man. You on the right track, bro. You're on the right track. Yeah. But no, that's the entitlement thing I could see, because I had a friend like that. He was fucking cool and cool as shit, and then getting into high school and going into college, he kind of got arrogant because he's like that friend that just had straight A's. You know what I mean? Just did it so easy. Like hardly ever did homework. Hardly, you never saw him doing work.
That was me, bro. That was really me, and I hate it. I mean, now looking back, like I hate that I was like that. You know what I mean? Because if I would have tried in high school, I could have. Who knows? But then again, like if I would have tried in high school, I probably would have been doing something completely different than music. You know what I mean? Everything happens for a reason, kind of thing. Yeah. I was going to college to be a doctor.
Oh really?
For real, yeah.
Oh,
like
shit.
I went to UNR for like a semester, bro, and like I was a bio major, math minor, and like. When you're going for like the same career, you tend to have like a lot of the same classes, especially like in not especially, but like the first couple years, you have a lot of the same classes with people, and I would just talk to people, bro, and like a lot of people were very like excited and stuff, and like they were like going to like, what's it called? Like there was in clubs, there was in like. There was volunteering. There was doing all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean? That involved the medical field. And at the end of the day, I was just doing it for the bread. You didn't. I was like, I'm gonna be an anesthesiologist because they make $200,000 a year. This and that. You know what I mean? Again, my entitlement. I was like, that's what I deserve. And I don't know, bro. I just didn't feel that drive to really.
It wasn't motivating.
I wasn't really inspired. Like to do that. And I was like, man, I'm gonna just drop out and do music or whatever.
Yeah, that's probably a good decision. Because
if
you're gonna be a doctor, I feel like you gotta have some kind of like real passion to help people.
Exactly, which I'm super glad that because there are those, like you hear stories of those doctors that are really only in it for the bread and how they don't care about a patient's lives. Because I have an aunt, she's a nurse, and she deals with a lot of people like that are just big head, arrogant doctors, that they only really care about themselves.
That's scary, bro.
It is, bro.
That's scary as fuck.
It is. Like, the medical field is really
They should send undercover nurses in that bitch.
Or undercover patients.
Bro.
TV show. That's a TV show idea. Patent it. You got to edit that out.
Crazy.
I know you say you're not editing it out, but you got to edit that out.
Yo.
Undercover patient.
Nah, it's cool. I'll give you 20%, bro.
For sure. I bet. Yeah.
Dog, damn, that's crazy to think about.
Nah, for real, bro. And it's crazy, like, I don't know, just our country in general is just so bad. You know what I mean? It's so crazy to me how, like...
This whole situation has really exposed that for me.
Like, it's so crazy, like, how America has, like, brainwashed all of us. Because, growing up, we all really did think, like, that America was, like, the greatest country in the world. And, like, we even, like at my elementary school, we had, like, Great American, like, where you have to learn the 50 the states.
Well, yeah, all that's bullshit.
But, you know what I mean?
But I think it's not so... I think it's not so cut and dry or black and white in the sense of, like, there are a lot of great things about America that are the best in the world.
The American dream. But that's one of the biggest things. The fact that we're able to do stuff like this, have a studio. Granted, I'm not saying America is.
But there's a lot of things wrong with it.
A lot of things, and money has a lot to do with it. Like it's crazy, and which is part of the reason why I don't want to say COVID is fake, because I have people that have lost family members, and I completely acknowledge that and mourn with them, but I do feel like it has a lot to do more than just the disease, you know what I mean? Because America, I feel like, has never really truly cared about its people as far as, like, health concerns. It's always been more about
especially not
money.
Poor people.
That too, you know what? It's always been about money, you know what I mean? So that's one thing that is in the back of my mind. Like, I really wonder, like,
it's all about the dollar, bro.
What's the bigger scheme behind all of this? You know what I mean?
I think,
and that's just me. Like, I just be.
Yeah, I just think it's I think you're right. I think it's just the American greed, and I think the problem is I think a lot of the politicians, most of the politicians or the lawmakers or the policymakers, they are disconnected from poor people. Or, you know, there's so many poor people like in America. Like, how is I don't understand. It's just crazy how there's such a, but even poor people, like, we are still, even if you're poor, we're kind of all spoiled in the sense of, like, we can go to the grocery store and get food. You know what I mean? Like, there's no shortage of anything. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I mean, I've never been super poor in my life, so I probably shouldn't be speaking on this. But you know, I think there's just a disconnect between, you know, the policymakers, the people in charge, and the average American.
Yeah, definitely. And I feel like they don't have the Americans in mind whenever they are passing policies. You know, like I said, it's always about doing somebody a favor, or it's always about, you know, somebody getting paid.
The system is fucked up because you have these lobbyists, you know, that are paying for, you know, they're controlling the lawmakers.
Have you watched The Great Hack on Netflix?
No, I haven't.
Oh, bro, you gotta watch it, bro.
Okay,
it's a crazy documentary on how, like, damn, what was their name? It's a company, bro, and how they were data collecting, bro, and how they used that to, like, get Trump basically the presidency. It's crazy, bro. And like, and it's they have this one thing where in Trinidad, that's somewhere like in like
Caribbean, I think.
Yeah, you know, so like their population consists of like,
or Central America.
I think it's like African Americans and Indians, or African Americans and something. You know, it's like divided almost. You know, so there's these two groups. You know, and there was one I think it was president is what they have. There was one candidate, whatever it is. They was running for basically representing each, you know, the African Americans and Indians, I think is what it is. So this company, damn, I forgot what it's called. It's going to piss me off, bro. It ends with an A. I know that for sure.
You want to look it up?
I do want to look it up.
Go ahead. But yeah, I think, what was I going to say? Like this whole thing, like you've seen on Instagram and social media, like lists of companies to cancel because they're supporting Trump, or they're giving money to his campaign or whoever, you know. It's like, why I just don't understand why public companies are allowed to contribute to somebody's you know what I mean? That's kind of weird.
It's obviously like you want something back, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's called Cambridge Analytica. That's what the company's called.
Cambridge Analytica.
Yeah. So they were hired by, I forgot if it was the African one or the Indian candidate, whatever team, and what they did is, in order for, they were hired by the Indian candidate. I don't know if it's Indian, but it's something, you know, around there. And so they were hired by them, and what Cambridge Analytica, so since they're like a lot of data, you know, they do like a bunch of like schemes to run on social media and how, you know, advertisement and stuff like that. Yeah. Part of that is the reason why you get ads for like what you say or what you type in. You know, it has a lot to do with Cambridge Analytica. So what they did, I said, so what they did like 3 times or something. So what they did is they started like a social media movement amongst the African American youth, basically saying like, oh, we're not going to vote. You know, they had like their own logo. They had everything, you know, like, and them doing that, instilling that in like their minds just made them not vote for them, and it gained the other people the presidency, bro. You know what I mean? And I just think stuff like that is crazy, you know. And after the Trump election, they basically like got defunded or whatever because they were in like a lot of like legal suits and stuff like that. But I feel like a company like that doesn't just disappear off the map. You know what I mean? Especially like if you're known to get people presidencies through using people's privacy, you're not just gonna disappear and oh yeah, that's the end of Cambridge Analytica. You know what I mean? So I feel like they're definitely behind like closed doors and stuff like that.
So they're feeding their messages through like Facebook and Instagram
that was one of the bigger ones. So what it was, it's like, so you have this, like people would take like those personality tests, and like, you know how you accept the terms and conditions or whatever, you know, if you accept that, all your friends, it would go through all their stuff, you know, and what it would do is like it would make a personality accounts, you know, off of people, you know, like what kind of people they were and like to what kind of propaganda they reacted to, and knowing that, they would shove propaganda, you know, that was
algorithms.
Yeah, you know, it's a crazy documentary, bro.
Yeah,
the first 10 minutes kind of slow. You're like, you know, but that's because it's
Hacked.
The Great Hack.
Yeah, The Great Hack.
Yeah, right, hopefully it's still on there. They didn't take it down.
Yeah, there's back to America though. There's so many issues I have with the voting, the debates and the voting, the campaigns, and the process of finding our new president. I'm baffled right now. Like people are telling me I need to go vote and stuff, but I'm just like, yo, vote for who? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You know
like, we're like
we're back to like the last election is the lesser of two evils.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Biden's Sleepy Joe. Come on, man.
I'm gonna probably just people gonna hate me for this, but I'm gonna vote for Kanye just so I can tell my kids I voted for Kanye.
I can't get behind that either, bro.
No, I feel it.
Just because I love Kanye to death.
I feel it.
But political Kanye, like if I don't know, man. I mean, I guess that's my best choice.
Just like you said, like.
Hey, but mark my words, Kamala Harris will be the first woman president, cause Sleepy Joe gonna fall asleep.
I don't follow politics like that, so I don't even know who that is.
So Kamala Harris, she is an African American woman. I think she's senator, I don't know. She's a politician, very well known politician in California. I think she's.
Is that who's running with Biden, right?
This is who Biden chose to run with. You know what? I need to shut the fuck up because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But I'm pretty sure Kamala Harris is he chose her. So I think she's gonna be the vice president.
Probably.
But I'm saying that Sleepy Joe go take a nap, and Kamala Harris is gonna be the first woman president, African American woman president.
Probably. You know, you can bet on like.
You can bet on that.
You can bet on stuff like that.
If Joe Biden dies.
You can bet on like who's gonna win the presidency and like make money off of it, bro.
Like through like what? Through the casino? That's kind of crazy.
Somebody was just I was talking to them about.
There's odds.
I was talking to them about like stocks. It's like stocks, but for like a presidential race, you know, and it's like based on like popularity and stuff like that. It's crazy, bro. And I forgot what it's called. Damn.
I think Trump might win just because he's the ultimate celebrity. He's the biggest celebrity America's ever had. Period. The biggest one.
It's insane.
That's why he's president. That's another problem with our voting process is that it's not about like who's the best person for the position. It's about who's most popular.
Facts.
You know.
I feel like that's just with everything in politics, though. You know what I mean? Not even like trickle down to like senators and stuff like that. It's just whoever has the most people that they know that could pull the most strings.
Well, yeah, it's kind of like, I mean, it's kind of like the music game in a sense, because you know, I think, you know, I don't like. All right, let's take hip hop or rap for example. It's people think it's like a competition. You can get sucked into that like competition aspect of it, and there should be a little competition aspect of it because that's what it came from. But it's really art. And it's really you're creating, and it's really like it's an opinion based thing. So if you're not like where you want to be in your career, it's because you don't have enough opinions. You know what I mean, good or bad. So it's like it's the same thing with politics, but they kind of what am I trying to say, man? They kind of force. It's different because like it's like the more lobbyists you have, the more you're able to push your message in your name. You know what I mean? In the light that you want to push it in. It's kind of like an artist signing to a major label. They're gonna get you that marketing. You know what I mean? They're gonna get you that exposure. But I don't think you shouldn't be able to do that in politics because I think you're right. You just needs to be like a central website where all these politicians have their resume just outlined and everything they've done and proof that they've done everything. Like you need to be on ground zero. Do you come from a teaching background, or have you just been a fucking politician your whole life? You know what I mean? Or it's like, you know, and I think we as voters and as citizens, we need to be more responsible and more proactive. But a lot of young people don't give a fuck, bro.
It's crazy, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like I'm 29. Okay, you're 22. So there's a little bit of a difference in kind of the worlds we grew up in. Okay, so what does because my friends, I mean, I have people that are just now getting woke, kind of, I guess you want to say, or now getting involved in the conversations about politics and really thinking about it. But people your age, what is, you know, are people just on TikTok all day or what?
Nah, hell no. I mean, I don't know. I know some
my
people,
bad. I'm not trying to make you that young. My bad. That's more like it.
I don't know. Like I feel like it's like both. You know what I mean? But I feel like both of them. A lot of people are very knowledgeable now. I feel like, you know,
there's access to a lot of information.
You know, but because of that, I feel like there's a lot of people that will or won't vote because of that same reason. You know, like me, for example, like as much as I do want to vote, you know, and be part of a change and do something, I do feel like our vote is very like, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day because it's all about money up there, you know. There's just like 2-3 people that are pulling strings that's like, this is who we want, you know, and that's set, you know, regardless of what all these people like. America has shown that it doesn't care what we think, you know what I mean? So, but then at the same time, I'm also like, you know, but like I said, I feel like that comes from, you know, being able to access information and like read into stuff and like, so there's both sides, you know, like I have a lot of friends that are, you know, politically active, you know, and stuff like that. And
that's dope. That's so important.
It's tight, you know.
It's super encouraging when I see younger people really get involved and make their voices heard, you know, especially now.
Which ultimately, I feel like that's what I want to do, like through music. You know, I want to get to the point where I have a platform to be able to, you know, I'm not trying to say like talk some sense into people and like, you know, like in a condescending way, you know, but just be like a better influence. You know what I mean? Like on a bigger level, you know.
Yeah, it's important, bro.
To like, you know, because like this is stuff we consume on the daily. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not knocking like 6ix9ine or anybody, you know, like they're entertaining, you know, but like, all right, bro, like what more do you have to offer outside of like, your music? You know what I mean? You know, like you have to. I don't know. I feel like I want to, you know, do change, you know, but through my way of like influencing people, you know what I mean? And
no, you should, bro, because you got to think about representation too, in the sense of like who you're representing. You're a Mexican American,
facts,
and you know you're a young man, and what you, and so your opinion, and you're smart, you're knowledgeable, you're respected. What your opinion is gonna definitely hold value. So it's I think it's important that you speak up.
Yeah, definitely. You know, like
however you choose to do that, but
facts.
So you being a Mexican American, how you feel about this whole like border situation, man?
It sucks. You know what I mean?
It's
like,
sickening.
It's crazy how like, you know, there's that meme on Instagram where it's like, oh, if you don't like America, then just leave. You know, like people saying, you know.
Oh my God, that's like the whitest racist statement.
Exactly. So then there's this like Instagram post going around, which makes sense. Like, so you do believe that people that don't like their country should be able to migrate to other countries,
right?
Which is completely what they're against when it comes to like Mexicans and stuff like that, or anybody else like trying to come and find refuge. You know, like I feel like people that come to America aren't like you know how media depicts anybody coming to America like, oh, they're just coming here to ruin their reputation. But I feel like anybody, you know, like especially from like my uncles and stuff like that, like every one of them that tells their story of like how they came here, you know, like they always, every single one of them came here to provide better for their kids. You know, none of them was like, you know,
well, they pick out the negative stories, and emphasize those, you know.
Yeah,
they pick out the drug dealers and use that narrative,
of course,
and throw that blanket on everybody.
There's drug dealers of every nationality. You know what I mean? There's drug dealers.
Come on, man. Like, you know what I mean?
But
people do drugs, bro. Americans do drugs. I'm saying, like, what do you
exactly?
You know what I mean? It's not
you're blaming people for selling drugs when your people are the consumers.
Come on, man.
You know, if there's not a consumer, then there's not a market for it. You know what I mean?
But I think everybody needs to understand, especially white people, that none of us are native to this land.
For real.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Except the Native Americans.
Yeah.
You know? Except the Native Americans.
And that's what's crazy. Like, they're getting land taken from them, like, all the time. You know, like, they're called reserves, right? Is that what that?
The reservations.
Reservations.
So yeah. Hey, are we celebrating Thanksgiving this year?
Huh?
Are we celebrating Thanksgiving this year?
I don't know.
The Washington Redskins changed their names, bro.
I don't
know how I feel about it
because I don't celebrate Thanksgiving because of why they did it. You
but
know?
that's where it comes from, though.
No, but same reason with like people that celebrated 4th of July in the midst of all this social unrest. You know what I mean? Like none of them really celebrated because we're like, oh, Independence Day. You know what I mean?
It's just a day to barbecue.
It's just a reason to barbecue, you know. And I feel like that's what it is. I mean, at least with my family, you know, it's just a reason for the family to get together and
but
just spend some time together.
But
you know?
saying that is, I think that's true for a lot of Americans. I think that it is true that you don't think about the Declaration of Independence. You don't think about our freedom. You don't think about, you know, all the things. You don't think about the origin of it. But the representation of it and what it means to our fellow Native Americans, it's offensive. It's hurtful. Like they're people
that I do acknowledge too. You know.
Like, I mean, we don't think about it though. We don't think about it because I don't know any Native Americans. I don't personally know any Native Americans.
I only knew like two, three, and they celebrated Thanksgiving too. Just
okay. Native Americans in this. I mean, I don't know who you know what their how their lifestyle was, but I can only imagine that people that live on the reservation still and still continue out their religions or their practices and still kind of live somewhat the lifestyle. You know, they've carried on their traditions. I can't imagine they're celebrating Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? So I think we need to be more mindful of that. And honestly, if we changing the name of the Washington Redskins for the same reason,
I personally wouldn't mind. I personally, if
we need to pick a different day and call it Family Day.
I'd be down if it was like September the day before. You know what I mean?
I'd be down if it was 2 days, 2 times a year. Thanksgiving's my favorite holiday, bro.
Down. Like once again, like I could care less about that. Like I do it for the sake of just getting together with friends and family. You know
that's why I love Thanksgiving. That's why Thanksgiving is my favorite day because you're not obligated to bring gifts, spend no money. All you really obligated to do is bring a dish. Exactly. You know, or you don't even have to bring it. I mean, I've been pretty much a kid at all my Thanksgivings.
That would be tight though, you know, for the sake of like Native Americans. If like one day in the future, like it's just not called, or we just don't have the holiday. No, and instead of making it the last Thursday, we'll make it like the last Tuesday.
And call it Family Day.
Call it Family Day. You know what I mean?
What I'm saying? That would be great. I think we would have to do that eventually.
Yeah, why not?
You know, I think the younger generation is going to be the ones that really make change.
I hope so. You know, I mean, to be real with you, like all that needs to happen is just the old people that are set in their conservative mindsets.
The old white people need to die.
You know what I mean?
I say that all the time. The old white people need to die before we get real change.
Because they're the ones still. It's crazy how they're like 80, 90 years old, but
kicking,
still
bro.
Pulling strings, you know?
The problem is that now they're teaching the nepotism is kicking in, and they're teaching their sons.
That's one thing that I do be thinking sometimes because, like people that have, like, if you're of that status and you're having kids, you know, you obviously want to keep them secluded from the world. I forgot there was this other documentary I was watching where, like, they have this family and stuff like that, and, like, the kids stay at that house. They don't leave ever. You know what I mean?
Well, it's kind of like having a dog. Like, you want to, because if you get a dog, have you ever had a puppy?
Yeah.
Okay, so I got a puppy, right, a couple months ago, and I want to teach it exactly what I wanted to know. I don't want it to know anything else except what I wanted to know. You know what I mean? Because it's a reflection of, my dog is a reflection of my ownership. Right. You know, so I'm not saying like people want to own their kids, but like if I have a kid, I'm definitely going to teach them or her things that I want them to know.
That you would like or be fond of.
Yeah, but in the sense of, I mean, you're dealing with a human, so of course they're going to be exposed to the world and have their own experiences, but, you know, I can see where that would take place. Yeah, it's kind of scary.
I was just about to say it's super scary, you know, like because like I feel like
it's all it takes is one little Hitler, bro. It's one little Hitler that's gonna grow up and be fucking evil. And the consequences of technology and science. Do you listen to Cannabis? Okay. Do you know who Cannabis is? Come on, man. All right, go look up Cannabis.
The rapper Cannabis?
The rapper Cannabis.
The one that got dissed by Eminem?
Probably. He had a lot of rap beats.
He's a white rapper?
No. Cannabis, he's black.
Oh.
Yeah. He's hard. He's a lyricist. He's not mainstream at all.
He's older though, right?
He's older.
Yeah, I think he did probably beef with Eminem.
Yeah, he did. He's from that era, but he had a line in his one song. It said, "You need to fear science, not Satan." And that made me think, like, for real, like you need.
It is crazy, like.
Think if Hitler had a fucking
atomic
like
bomb.
A chemical war or biological warfare or chemical warfare.
He wouldn't have.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, the world wouldn't be. I don't think the world would exist.
Or he might have. Every science in general is kind of scary, you know, like especially with like all this like. I don't know, like who's to say like how real stuff will get as far as like VR and AR, you know, like they're talking about like Tesla like doing like neural like
Neuralinks,
stuff like that.
Putting a chip in your brain. Become a superhuman.
I be talking about that like that.
I wonder
stuff with like the homies like for like Neuralink for like a game. Like, have you seen the episode of Black Mirror where he's like,
with the gay dudes where they're being gay?
No.
Like gay in the game.
Or that one too.
Remember that one? That shit was funny as fuck.
They're gay in the game.
Yeah, they're not. He had like a girlfriend. Yeah. And then they
there's two of them, but yeah, that one too. I was thinking about the other one that.
Yo, that episode had me dying, bro.
What's funny is I was watching it with my uncle because, like, the night it came out, like, I love Black Mirror, you know, so I just put it on the TV, bro, and I was like, whatever. And then they start making out. I was just like, whoa. And then my uncle was like, bro, what is going on? I was like, listen, bro, I don't even know.
Same reaction, bro. I was like, what the fuck?
But stuff like that, you know, like,
you go into
that's probably gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like, and who's to say, like, if that does happen, like, how much effect will that have on you as a person? Like, you know how like the Call of Duty campaign when like Soap got killed. But like, imagine if you're in the game and like in the campaign and like your homie gets killed. Like, how do you think you come out of that with like PTSD or something like that? Like, seeing someone you're attached with like throughout the whole campaign like die or
I mean, think about how
you know what I mean?
think about how addicted people are to the game already. How much time? Like, it's not. It used to be a young person thing, but now grown-ups are spending hours a day on the game. You play games?
Yeah, hell yeah.
I don't.
Why not?
Well, I've played games like my whole life, but I just haven't had a system in a while because there was a point in my life in my mid-20s where I was like, all right, I got to cut distractions out.
We need to get some donations for his for his video game.
Cash App, bro.
Yeah,
what's up?
Put Cash App down below.
Yeah, I'm gonna save that for when the strip clubs open back up. But it used to be a young person's game. Now it's everybody, bro. It's crazy.
Because it makes so much money.
I know.
Because like,
but we're addicted to it.
That too.
I'll be thinking like 50 years ago. What did people do on their downtime?
Be racist.
True. True.
Just hate everybody.
Be racist.
I mean, that's why people think like that. People saw like a lot of ghosts back then because like something with like the brain not being stimulated, you know, so it tends to play tricks on you.
Must have been
like
bored.
That's why like all the ghost sightings were back then and stuff like that. But
that's true. You don't hear about that too much no more.
For real.
Yeah. Like I think it's the placebo effect. Like if you want to see a ghost, you're gonna see a ghost.
Probably. You know
what I mean? Like if you want to see that ugly girl is cute, you're gonna figure out in your brain.
It's what's on the inside.
Yes.
What's on the inside.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Yep.
But hey, I was thinking about. You remember when we met?
I do not.
You don't?
No.
It was that night. It was like 2 years ago. With Brandon.
Damn.
With Brandon, remember you had a gang of girls with you. You had like 12 girls with you. I don't mean to put you on blast, but you had like 12 girls with you. And we were at the Palms. We went to the Palms.
That was the old me. I'm a changed man now.
Yeah. I mean, this is the past you.
Yep,
you know
past me.
You're new and improved. You went to jail since then.
Yep. I had a I think I do remember that.
Yeah, we went to Brandon's apartment afterwards.
Yeah. Caesar's Palace.
Oh, yeah, it was a Caesar's.
It was a Caesar's Palace.
Yeah.
Damn, that was the night.
You had... I was like, yo, who is on me? Like, I gotta hang out with him, bro. Oh, shit. That's funny.
That was crazy.
Yeah,
that was the old me, though.
Well, AR pulled up. Damn, so what else you want to talk about, bro?
That was a little funny. I mean, after you just outed me, bro, I think we could end it now.
Yeah. How long we at? Where we at on time?
I'm not tripping, bro.
Man, we had an hour already. Isn't that crazy? Every time.
For real?
Every episode.
I feel like we had like 5 conversations.
Yeah, we did.
You know what I mean? Like,
we did.
We were talking about the music, then we were talking about
jail,
politics, jail.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Man. Are you gonna vote though?
For Kanye.
Oh yeah, we did say that.
I don't see. That's the thing.
Convince me to vote right now, bro. Why should I vote?
I just told you, bro. Like, you're gonna grow up and have kids, and they're gonna ask you, "Did you vote for Kanye?" And you're gonna be like, "Nah, I was a square."
They're gonna be disappointed.
And they're gonna be like, "What?" I mean, Kanye's probably not gonna be as cool.
I think he's gonna be cooler.
Like 20 years.
I think he's gonna be cooler.
I hope so. I'm a Kanye fan, and it's hard being a Kanye fan right now. You know.
It's never been hard for me.
What? Him spazzing on the internet. Everybody always like texts me or like tells me like, "Hey, what's up with your boy?" Like, bro.
For me, it's never been hard because you have to acknowledge his mental state. You have to acknowledge he's mentally, different than most people. That's why he's such a genius. It's part of the reason why he's such a genius. And you have to, for me, like, so I used to manage a couple artists out here, right? Mm-hmm. And being on the scene and being in going to different places and like figuring out like or not figuring out, but like just communicating with a lot of different artists and a lot of different people in the industry. Mm-hmm. I realized like I have to separate the person from the artist.
Mm-hmm. True.
Okay, or I'm gonna hate both. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of cool people that make shitty music, and vice versa. There's a lot of
horrible people that make
great music. You know what I mean? So
that's one thing like I've heard about him. It's that he's really good people. You know, damn, I was talking down. I heard my volume increase. Because like, I'm actually cool with one of his engineers on his last project. Randy Erbo. Shout out Randy. He's probably And yeah, he told me like just working in Wyoming, like just seeing him work, like he's such a great person, and like when he links up with Kim, like he's like it's like one of the most beautiful marriages you've ever seen. You know, like the love, like it's crazy seeing them. You know, like they link up, and it's literally just about them. And then when they go their ways, they're working on their own thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it was fire. He's crazy. Shout out, hey, the craziest thing though, like me being a Kanye fan, bro. Like, we were in the studio and Randy played us his album before it dropped.
Oh, bro.
That was the craziest thing to me, and it was crazy because like everybody was talking about Jesus is King and like how it was gonna drop, and then it got postponed. Obviously, knowing Kanye, and a week later, like I'm listening to it before it drops. Yeah. And, that Chick-fil-A line, like I heard, I was like, no way, bro, and like. It was fire. It's just crazy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's just super crazy to me.
Yeah, Kanye is to me. I look at Kanye, and obviously I'm not gonna agree with everything he does or says, but I look at it like he's just a human, and he's just living through his, and he's not.
And I feel like that's what people forget when like we look at celebrities, like we tend to forget that they are human. You know?
And then but their flaws are magnified
for real, because
their opinions are
like on a magnifying glass.
Yeah, and I kind of respect the fact that he's not afraid to support Trump. I'm saying I respect it in the sense of he's not scared to voice his opinion.
What is crazy though, like if you listen to like a lot of his stuff, he does make sense. Like, but like the media will just take the clips that he sounds the craziest,
clickbait,
and then put that out, and then but like it's been like 2-3 times where like I've actually went and like listened to like an interview, from the clip, and like the rest of the thing, like he's actually making sense. Like that last one where he was tripping out, where he was crying and stuff like that. Like multiple people were like, bro, if you watch the actual rally, like he makes sense. You know what I mean? But the media, and it's what he always talks about too. Yeah, it's what he always talks about, like how we always believe the media, and
I can't imagine his life being. I mean, on top of like him just being. Like having I don't know, what does he have? Bipolar? What is he?
Bipolar disorder.
Just if you add that and then you throw fame in it, you know what I mean? And then you can,
just any little minor disorder that you have and you throw fame and money on it, like I can't imagine that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like so I feel for him. I love Kanye. It's never, I just you just gotta let Kanye be Kanye.
Hell yeah. Man. Whenever I have kids, and they wake up. And My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is playing, they know that's gonna be the cleaning day. Yeah. That's the cleaning album. That's
dope. That's dope.
That's gonna be the.
Yeah. What's your favorite Kanye track?
Dang, that's hard, bro. I don't know. I probably it's Cycles. Probably right now, Devil in a New Dress.
Oof.
That Rick Ross verse, bro, hidden. The guitar solo, Mike Dean, hidden, bro.
I think my favorite Kanye song is Runaway.
That's fire too. Have you watched the Runaway film?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Art,
bro.
Watching that made me appreciate the album 10 times more. You know what I mean?
It was such a great, just him and Pusha T. It was just like it just
seeing ballerinas dance to Pusha T's lyrics is crazy.
Oh my god, bro! I remember my high school that came out when I was in high school. My high school coach, he was teaching geography, and we took a whole like the last part of the class, and he put that on the overhead. I'll never forget it.
That's tight.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, let me ask you some music questions then. This isn't an interview.
For sure.
I'm trying not to be an interviewer. I don't want to be that guy.
It's a conversation.
Oh, yeah,
it feels like
what's your top 5 projects ever by any artist?
Damn. I have a lot, bro. Like I'm a real big
right now. I know it changes.
Obviously, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, Graduation is up there. Low-key all of his, but that's pretty biased.
It's tough too.
My favorite Drake project, probably everybody disagrees with me, but Nothing Was the Same. I feel like is his best project.
Okay.
That's one of my favorite projects. You know? And let me see, what's another good album I could listen to front to back? This is recent too.
That's the key factor when I talk about my favorite project. What can I just listen to and not press skip at all?
One that I really liked, bro, was recent too. CASTRO's album.
Okay.
Do you listen to
Yep.
I forgot what it was called. Bubba. But that's the name of it, bro.
Okay,
that project is fire.
I got a couple tracks. I got a couple tracks of hers. I'm not really too. Or is it a girl or boy?
Is it him? It's a him.
Damn.
It's a DJ.
That's okay. Fine. Oh, it's a DJ. Hold on. I don't want to sound like a fucking idiot. Hold on. Cause I know who they are, just or him or her or whatever. Fuck. Okay, Bubba just came out. Hold up. What song do I got in here? I'm a fucking jerk, man.
That Get Rich or Die Trying album by 50 Cent, bro.
Okay, that's.
I wish I was like alive. Not alive. I wish I was older throughout those times so I could really appreciate it. Cause I grew up listening to it, obviously, but I didn't really until like a couple years ago go back and like study and be like how good of an album it was and the time that it came out. You know what I mean?
21 Questions.
Bro.
Nate Dogg. There will never be another Nate Dogg ever.
That's so crazy, bro.
Oh, man.
Rest in peace. It was just his birthday yesterday.
Yep.
Rest in peace, Nate Dogg.
Man, Get Rich or Die Trying is crazy.
That's definitely one of my favorites.
It's crazy.
I'm trying to think.
You know my
obviously Dre's 2000 or Doggy Style is super fire. I could listen to that front to back too. The Black Album, fire.
Yeah. You know when I think about projects, they're not like my projects are in no specific order. They're Chance, Acid Rap, that because these are like nostalgic for me.
That's exactly what one of my homies says. Like it was just like because I've tried to go back and listen to like a lot of Chance's stuff, but I don't know. You know, like
it was.
He says it's just the time that it was released in.
It's like music records time. What's that saying? Music stamps time. Or I don't know what the saying is, but basically, like you listen to a certain album, and it'll take you back to that certain place.
Even like songs like Two On by Tinashe, that brings me to my sophomore year summer, or like or Slide by Calvin Harris. That was just a couple years ago with the Migos.
Yeah,
that song is fire. Brings me back to summer, you know.
Yeah, it brings back a whole like memories, vivid memories. Yeah, like Chance the Rapper was like Acid Rap came out. It was like, bro, this motherfucker's on some different shit. He's like it was I don't know, bro. That whole album is just so crazy, bro. It made me feel like something.
What else?
Cushion Orange Juice, Wiz Khalifa.
That's a really fire mixtape.
That was my senior year, bro. That's when we were like going like.
Definitely one of the best mixtapes of all time,
bro.
Up there with like I put YRN by Migos. Okay. They had Chinatown, Pronto, Adios. I was bumping that, bro.
Crazy.
Oh, I miss that Migos, bro. And then obviously I'm a real big fan of Travis's Days Before Rodeo.
Okay. I'm not a big Travis fan,
1999 for real?
I'm not, bro. I like it. I respect it, but I just like he has great songs and I don't know, man. I just never.
I feel like for him, what it is more for me is the production behind it.
Yeah,
and the engineering, like
it's big, it's cinematic.
Yeah, bro. Like the effects that they do on like the delays, the reverbs, and everything. Like it sounds so crazy.
He tapped into a sound for sure.
It's fire. I feel like that's what I appreciate more from like Travis's music is a lot more the production and mixing than him. Obviously, lyrically. There's like 2-3 songs where I'm like, damn, Travis was spitting on here, but. The production is more than anything what I'm just like, damn.
Have you seen him perform live?
I actually have twice, maybe 3 times.
Oh, he's performed where?
I seen him. Seen him in San Bernard.
Okay,
I forgot where it was, and then I seen him at Rolling Loud.
Okay,
and then I saw him at another festival.
Okay,
when he came here to what was it a year ago? What's that one that they usually have in September?
What?
That they have out here? Life is Beautiful.
Oh yeah.
He was here at Life is Beautiful last year, I think, and.
Okay, I'm glad you didn't see him in the club because I hate club performances, man.
I've only been to the club once, to keep it a buck with you.
Okay, cool.
I've only been to the club
once.
It's
overrated. It's overrated.
I'm not a big fan of. I mean, ever since, like I said, since I got out of jail, bro, because we used to do hella parties with like Richie and all them, For one, I feel like it burnt out. But one thing that my uncle said to me, like, why are we He's like, why do you party? He's like, what are you celebrating? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and that's always stuck to me. Like even now, like to where I am in life. Like, I still feel like it's not, like, the time yet to go crazy and party. Like, we got our 30s to go crazy, like, in Dubai or something. Like, if we really work right now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, when you're actually, like, proud of where you are in life, you know what I mean? Like, that's when I'm like, all right, bro, now we can relax.
Even when it's always something more you could do, bro.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? And I feel like, I don't know, man. I feel you 100%. Like, partying is just there's just no, like, real satisfaction. There's no like I don't know. I mean, it's fun, like, but I'd rather like I think as you get older, you rather just kind of tone it down a little bit.
Me, to be honest, like I'd just rather be in the studio than be out. You know what I mean? Granted, it is cool. You know, I go out. You know, just because I do believe in like socializing and just catching up with friends. You know, like if that's the only time I get to catch up with like friends, you know, I'll pop out like to like Commonwealth and just to say what's up to like Arnold and all the people.
Oh, 100%. If I'm
at Revelation.
If some of my friends are partying and they invite me.
Yeah, I'll pop out.
If I'm invited, I'm popping out. But if I'm not invited, I'm not planning no club day.
Nah, hell no.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that.
And it's just more of an ego thing too, you know. Yeah. And then you have a lot of egos there, and it's always stuff going on. You know,
if you're not spending no money, I mean, why are you there? I've worked in the hospitality industry for a while. I worked at Dre's. I worked, you know, up and down the strip, and it's like, bro, we're overcharging these people. Like, it shouldn't even be legal. How much?
It's insane.
You know what I mean, it's crazy.
Even like at bars, you know, just for drinks at bars.
Yeah, like
you know
$20, what I mean? And then as a bartender, like I've had managers tell me, like, don't, because you're supposed to pour 1.5 ounces. I mean, every bar has a different standard, 1.5 ounces of alcohol or 2 ounces of alcohol. But yo, they get on you about if you give them a heavy pour. It's like, bro, we're charging these fools $25 for this
$50.
Yeah, seriously, you're making a 3,000% profit on this bitch. Like, what are you complaining about?
For real.
You know, like, but I think that's what Vegas has lost. It's like, it's class. It's so corporate now. The strip is so corporate, and like, it's not very personal anymore. You know what I mean? And
I feel like that's just with everything though, like like even music, you know what I mean? Like it's gone very commercial / like you said, corporate. You know, like there's the music factor is missing for a lot of people.
Yeah, well, I think it's really oversaturated too.
That too.
You get overwhelmed? You get overwhelmed?
Nah.
I do. I get overwhelmed. You know, I mean, Brandon, he's like the fucking guru of underground music. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, bro, how do you find these people and how do you keep up with these people?
Facts.
You know what I mean? Where do you?
Yeah, he be telling me like, yeah, bro, listen to this, listen. I was like, damn, that's fire.
He has his finger on the pulse of what's going on, of
Facts.
what's next.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And
Facts.
I can't keep. I'm like, bro, how do you keep up, dude?
Yeah, bro, it's
crazy.
It's crazy. But I feel like because that's his field, you know, like my field, like I don't really get overwhelmed because like, you know, it's in sessions, you know. I guess my life is in sessions, you know. His is more like a manager's a day-to-day thing, you know what I mean? I really deal with people like on a day-to-day, you know. It's just here's your mix, cool, you know what I mean? And I rarely get overwhelmed. I used to, like, not even overwhelmed, but I feel like it's more of a doubt thing that I used to have, like, you know, like you see like producers always talking about like, oh, I made 20 beats today and this and that, you know. And I've always been against that because
are
like
they good?
Like that too, and like they all sound the same, you know, like so there would be blocks that I would get in, and I would just, like you said, just get frustrated, overwhelmed, and
what do you do when
to where now I just go through it, you know, like those happen for a reason, and most of the time it's because you're forcing yourself, you know, and that's another thing I learned, like as engineering, like you don't want to force music, bro. Like if someone doesn't like a beat, don't force it. You know what I mean? If you're not feeling it, don't force it, because at the end of the day, music is emotions, and that gets translated into the music, which the listeners then feel. Yeah. And you don't want to give them, you know, some whack feeling or whatever, you know. So I just, whenever I'm not feeling it, and that's the cool thing about engineering, like whenever I'm not feeling making beats, bro, I can just go and really just focus on my sessions, like for a week or whatever, and just not make beats, and then I'll come back and make some fire. Yeah. I play Xbox too. Yeah. I used to feel like guilty, you know, playing like Xbox, but like now I'm just like I play an hour or two a day.
It's kind of like now that I don't play games a lot, when I do play games at the homie's house or something, I'm like, oh, that was actually kind of therapeutic in a sense, bro. Because your mind, you just kind of like you're just focused on the game. The game really. Like it's like hooks you, and you don't think about nothing else, bro.
I was just watching this documentary earlier today. It's that one that's like featured on Netflix right now, and it's about video games, you know. And he talks about like how a psychologist came up with the term like being in the zone or flow, of like how when you lose track of time, you know, that happens with like video games and a lot, you know, and you're in the moment, you know, you.
And then it's 5 o'clock in the morning, and then like, what the fuck?
As long as it's not counterproductive, like you said, like you use it as a therapeutic, you know, it's fine, you know, just have fun, you know. Like you said, it's a stress reliever without you even intentionally doing it, you know, which is I feel like it's the coolest thing to do, you know, like.
Yeah, I think anything is good when you're conscious of the use of it. It's not. It's like in life,
except meth and heroin.
Yeah, I mean, even that can be cool. You know, I heard you can lift a lot of weights if you're on meth.
For real?
I heard. That's what I heard.
That's what I heard.
I'm just kidding. Don't do meth. Or heroin. But what's it called? Yeah, no, it's like the internet. You know what I mean? Like the internet is a great thing, right? And it's not. And a lot of people, you know, have mixed. I have mixed emotions about the internet and social media. But it's not about social media. It's not about the internet. It's about, you know, because like all the false information and all the bad shit. It's about what you choose to digest, but it's about how we use it as humans. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like if I have a baseball bat, right? This baseball bat was specifically made to hit a ball and play a harmless game, right? So that's why they make them, right? But this same baseball bat can be in a different situation be classified as a murder weapon. You know what I mean? So it's not about the baseball bat. It's about the person using it.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So
it's how you use it.
And how you use it. So it's the same thing with the internet and video games. It's not. The problem isn't the video games. The problem's not the social media. The problem is how you're using these things to do it. How you're using them. You know. So like. Obviously, social media can be used for very bad things. That's why I think we have. That's why when I say we have too much freedom as Americans, like we do. Like you shouldn't be allowed to spread lies on the internet. You know what I mean? You shouldn't be allowed to. It should be illegal. Yeah. You shouldn't be allowed to talk trash. Well, I mean, I don't know how I feel about bullying, but I think cyberbullying is. I think cyberbullying is bad. I think that's some coward shit.
That's one thing I was looking known for in high school. Not cyberbullying.
Real life bullying.
No, not bullying, bro. Just being like outlandish on Twitter. No, bro.
Okay. Just offensive and shit.
Just not care what he say, bro. I almost got suspended one time. I almost got expelled. He said good. It wasn't towards more people. It wasn't towards other people. So like we had this principal at Durango.
You used to Durango?
Yeah, my cousin. Trailblazer.
My cousin was at Durango.
And damn, for real?
Yeah, a long time ago.
But yeah, we had this principal. We had just got him. You know, it was like September. You know, so we had just got with a new principal, and he was like super strict with people. Like nobody liked him, and like
trying to show everybody how big his dick was.
For real, yeah. And it was Mr. Miller, and you gotta bleep that out. I'm playing. No, and
I don't think he can suspend you now, bro. It's all good.
No. So somebody had made like a parody account of him, and like one night, you know, and that's when Twitter was fun, you know, like you'd have certain events on nights, bro, like where like, oh, this night we was talking about this, and this night, like as a collective, as a school, you know, like Twitter was so fun back then, and somebody had made a parody account and was like going to everybody on the TL and being like, oh, like I need to see you in my office tomorrow, dress code, whatever. And then me being a joke, you know, seeing that account, you know, Mr. Miller account, I tweeted, I was like, yo, if Mr. Miller wants to catch me in the dean's office tomorrow, he can catch this uppercut. And
that's a threat, sir.
That's exactly what they did, bro.
See, I should be a principal.
So like it got a couple retweets, and it got on like his niece's timeline, I guess. So she screenshotted it. And then there was a bunch of us that was making jokes. Obviously, I wasn't the only one. Yeah. And the next day, 3 of us got called up to the office, and like, yeah, bro, that's what they said. Like, oh, it's a threat. You know, they suspended me pending expulsion, but they allowed me to come back.
Pending investigation.
It was like, bro, what? Are you serious? It wasn't even towards you. It was towards like the parody account about you. I think they even suspended the girl that made the parody account.
Why can't they just have fun with the kids, man?
You know what I'm saying, bro? It was
get that trust. That's an opportunity to like get kids to trust you.
Like even like girls hated him too because like he cracked down on like super crazy dress code and like, bro, like like you said, like he wanted to put his foot down, bro. Every girl was in like our purple shorts and like our purple shirt, you know, like dress coding for like the dumbest reasons, and like
can't do that anymore. Not in today's world, bro.
He was tweaking, bro.
People are too like free and open. You know what I mean?
I'm saying
the entitlement is some level some level of entitlement. I think is not necessarily a bad thing. No, like I should feel entitled to dress the way the fuck I want to dress. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. I should feel entitled to say what I want to say. That's my right.
For real.
You know what I mean? But
without spreading lies, though.
Without spreading lies. Well, there has to be some kind of like structure or some kind of structure. There has to be some kind of restrictions. I think on the internet there has to be.
It's crazy. Like, did you see that stuff that like Facebook and Mark Wahlberg was going through like 2 weeks ago? Like,
Mark Wahlberg. Zuckerberg, yeah,
bro.
No, the courts.
Yeah,
bro. He was getting drilled, bro, and he was stuttering and everything. I was like, I don't know this.
By that one girl.
Yeah,
the
girl.
So you think lies? This is and that. He's like,
when they're talking. Yeah,
you looked at the camera like, you guys gonna help me?
Yeah, she was talking about the child like prostitution rings and shit. How they're allowed to, like, he's banning certain accounts and he's stopping certain accounts, but he's not stopping other accounts.
Like white supremacist groups. Like
white supremacist groups and
spread false advertisement and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think there was like some page about a child trafficking, like or a child like or I think there was these group of people that identify, and this might be this was hard for me to hear. But there's these adults that are identifying
I know exactly what
as like 8-year-old kids.
Oh no, not that.
No. And they're you know how like they're identifying 8-year-old kids and they're using that to justify their sexual interest
like they
want to
make pedophilia like a sexual orientation.
Yeah,
like, bro, what?
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
that's
bro.
Insane.
But the thing was that Mark Zuckerberg, I don't know if it was that he wasn't blocking that, but he wasn't blocking certain shit. You know what I mean?
Like the one that I saw, the clip that I saw was him not blocking like stuff that the white supremacist group said. You know, like they were saying, and they were verified fact checkers.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, bro, it's crazy.
Yeah, he was full of shit. I like Zuckerberg too.
The movie about him is good though. You seen The Social Network?
Oh, one of my favorite movies, bro.
What's his name? That actor? He's such a good actor.
Yeah, he is. My favorite part was in the beginning when he broke up with his girlfriend.
That's so foul, bro. That's so crazy.
It just kind of played into. I don't know if that's like a real representation of who he was, but he's like, might have been, because he's like one of those guys. He's like a Kanye. It's like he's a genius, but he's not totally socially, you know, like most people. You know what I mean, he's a savage. He was a savage in that movie.
It's crazy. He's such a good actor.
Yeah,
that movie that he's in, Now You See Me.
Oh,
it's like magic tricks, but they're like Robin and stuff.
Yeah.
He plays a fire role in that too.
Yeah, man. I kind of want to get into acting.
For real?
People tell me I look like a movie star, man.
You should try it.
I'm just playing.
You should try it.
No, I write movies. I write scripts. Yeah.
That's what's up.
I write scripts. Me and Abu been working a lot on scripts and stuff.
That's what's up. I got a script for you guys.
For real? What is it?
So look.
What was the one we said earlier? Oh, no, that was a TV show.
That was a TV
Undercover
show.
Nurses.
Undercover Patient.
Ooh.
I'm going to get a fake tumor.
That would be fire, bro.
Now
I'm going to get a fake tumor.
I be talking to like a lot of people about this, you know, because I just be thinking.
Yo, send AR in there. He don't got a gallbladder or something, right?
I think so, yeah. I think something like that.
Yeah. Well, go ahead, sorry.
The movie is like, I don't know, like, it was all out, and this Reddit post I saw explained it very well. It's just like, listen, like, you know, like our brain is like, all it really is, it's like stimuli that we get, you know? So who's to say that your whole life, you're not just a brain in a jar that's getting stimuli fed to you, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for real.
Because everything we feel like, it's just stimuli, stuff from our brain being stimulated.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's weird. It's like we're just products of our environment.
We're products of our brain. You know, like right now, me speaking, like it's my brain speaking. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because like it's.
Yeah, like who are you?
Like who's my brain? You know what I mean? It's crazy. What if there's like some super mega brain that's like, you know?
Neuralink, bro. Neuralink.
It's crazy.
I wonder how that affects a man's sex life. Like, can we fuck till we're 80?
Mm-hmm.
That'd
Probably.
be great. I'll get it. That's nice.
You can put anything you set your mind to. Where there's a will, there's a way.
I don't know about that.
I that all the time.
I don't know about that, bro.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
I think you get to a certain age and the pill doesn't even work no more. But if they came up with a brain chip, put up in your brain, and you back to your 20s, that'd be great.
That'd be crazy, bro.
Then you got all these fucking kids popping out of the 80-year-old dads and shit.
That'd be crazy, bro. I don't know, bro. Technology, like you said, bro, you gotta fear science. It's crazy. Who knows? And like with all the robots that they're doing now, like there's clips of like there's robots where like they're like they can like roll, pick up a gun, aim and shoot a gun.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah,
it's crazy. There's so many movies that are like against us doing that, and they're still going and like
from the 80s and shit and all that, bro.
iRobot or
RoboCop and all that.
Terminator, bro. There's so many stuff where like all these robots turn bad. And
where's the ethics in it? Like, where's the moral? I don't know, man. Because on one side, you can see how dangerous it can be, right? Mm-hmm. But on the other side, you understand it. This is what people do. These people are inventors. You know what I mean? They're gonna. It's just like you. You're in the music game. You're gonna push that envelope until you can't. There's always a level up.
Yeah.
These
but like we're producing like rock music.
Bro, we're in 2020.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? These people have been inventing robots and shit since the 70s. You know? So now we're 30 years later. Through the last 50 years, like technology is insane.
One thing my uncle said too is like the stuff that we're able to see, like the military is probably like 10 years more advanced than like what we're able to see.
Oh, what is
you know what I mean?
China's probably like 30 years.
I don't know. It's crazy. So much stuff that we'll never know as an ordinary human. You know, like even like space. You know, like we can't just go out there and be like, oh yeah, like, you know, this is space. You know, the Earth is round, the Earth is flat. You know,
I want to go to space one day. I
I
just want to go.
Oh, aren't there like? Isn't Tesla like doing like a Mars trip or something like that?
I think they are. They're doing a Mars trip.
Would you go on the first one or the second one?
Fuck no, I would never go to Mars.
Why not?
Because I'm not fucking stupid.
Why?
Because I don't want to die in space, bro.
You just said you wanted to go to space.
I want to go to space. I want to do like the little. I'll go up there and probably like when I'm like 40, like or 50 or something, and my kids graduated college and they're on their own. I ain't gotta worry about it anymore. I would want to go up to just the orbit, just so I can see the Earth from that perspective. And I wouldn't want to go any further than that. I wouldn't want to go to the moon.
For real?
Yeah. Well, I'm petrified of heights, bro. I don't. I mean,
it's not a height if there's nothing below you.
It's true.
You're just in space. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know, but I just feel like the risk versus reward isn't like that's the only reason why I want to go up there. So if I can just see it real quick, you know what I mean? Get my selfie in.
I'd probably go to Mars. Set up a studio out there.
That'd be insane. It's
record Kanye's next album on Mars, bro. Not Hawaii, not Wyoming, but Mars.
Damn. Have a first concert on Mars, bro.
That'd be crazy.
Travis Scott would have to do it on Mars.
For real.
He would have to.
For real.
Man. I don't know how far away we are from it, but
a couple years, 10, 20.
From Mars?
I think that's when
civilization on Mars?
I'm not
I think it takes 10 years to get there.
For real?
I don't know.
I seen the thing that they was sent that I think the tickets were like $5,000 or something like that, or $10,000.
That's what your life costs? $5,000, really, bro? Well, I don't know, man. It's interesting to see because we're destroying our planet, so we're gonna have to figure something out.
That's so crazy. You know, but what's crazy is like
the aliens need to show themselves already. Save us.
Everybody is like, oh, like, you know, we gotta protect the Earth, but in reality, we gotta protect ourselves because the Earth will wipe us out, you know, as humanity and just rebuild itself. You know, say the oxygen becomes unbreathable. You know, like we'll die, and like 10 years after, like the oxygen has become breathable again. There's just gonna be no more humans. You know what I mean? So we're
it's
just
the circle of life.
The Earth is gonna be here forever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, unless you got an underground bunker. You know, unless you're a doomsday prepper.
For real.
Man,
that's crazy. There do be like supposedly there's like Illuminati like bunkers and like stuff like that where like they're designed and I don't know.
You never watched that show, Doomsday Preppers?
Mm-mm.
Bro, it's like a whole like real estate industry going on, bro. Where they build like developers, they build these underground bunkers. They build bunkers in like Kansas and these places, and their whole neighborhoods, bro. Their whole communities.
Damn.
And they sell them for stupid amount of money, but they come with all your supplies that you need to live for like a year or two, and they sell them bitches, bro.
Damn.
And I'm interested.
You know, there's like an underground city here in Vegas.
You talking about the bums?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy too. They got their own bunkers.
Bro. That's how hot is it down there, bro?
I mean, probably right now it's not as hot. I don't know.
Hey, how hot is it down there? Through the tunnels and shit?
I don't know if he can like go through that much.
The rats, bro.
That's gotta be crazy. You know, like you can't even get in there if you wanted to, kind of thing. Like, I think like
they'll kill you.
You need a wristband, all access pass. I gotta hit up AR to get my all access pass to go to the underground city.
Man, they're probably all pale and shit. Don't see
that's kind of scary.
So
like
scary.
in I Am Legend.
I saw this one episode where this dude, he's from Hawaii. And if he goes back to Hawaii, or if he gets caught anywhere by the police, then he's spend the rest of his life in prison. So he's made his home with his girl down there.
Damn.
Yeah, that's some serious shit.
That's crazy, bro. I
feel like you'd have a better life in prison, honestly,
than being down there
in the sewer, bro. Like, come on, man.
What if it's cracking down there?
What if they're having parties, bro?
Like, what if they have like businesses down there? Their currency is just not our currency.
Yeah, you know, currency's like rat meat. Bro, it's possible. It's crazy, bro. I hope I never end up down there, man. come get me.
I'll be there, yeah.
All right, so if I disappear, you know where I'm at.
Exactly, you know, the underground city.
Appreciate you, bro. All right, let's wrap it up, man. People are going to probably fucking clicked off like an hour ago.
Probably, it's fine.
It's all good. I appreciate you coming through, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me, bro.
Yeah, we got to do it again, man. Any shout-outs before we get off?
Shout out to everybody, bro. Shout out to Dawson. Shout out to my barber. Shout out to my uncles. Shout out to all the artists I work with. Shout out to God. Hello. Shout out Brandon, shout out Marcel, everybody, bro. Everybody knows their family, bro. Shout out Tej. You know, if I didn't mention anybody, it's not personal.
Don't cry.
It was. He put me on the spot to shout people out.
For sure, bro. I appreciate you, man.
All right, bro. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
You're.
Whoo! That was good shit, bro. That was good shit.